Those people that call you dirty because you got the guts to stick your hands in the mud and try to build something better.
The golden boy of Hollywood was hiding something dark. Behind Robert Redford's perfect smile lived secrets so shocking that they threatened his entire career. Gang violence, stalkers, a kidnapping plot orchestrated by Nixon loyalists, and a psychotic breakdown in Italy that changed him forever. 3 days ago, the world lost a legend. But the Robert Redford you thought you knew, he never existed. For 60 years, Robert Redford was the definition of untouchable, the all-American heartthrob who could do no wrong. But in 2024, a bombshell biography revealed the truth Hollywood spent decades covering up. From seeing John Steinbeck having sex to being attacked by an obsessed fan, here are revelations from the new biography of Hollywood icon Robert Redford that paint a completely different picture. This wasn't just another celebrity tell-all. This was Robert Redford finally admitting to the chaos, violence, and near-death experiences that shaped the man behind the myth, and some of these secrets, they nearly destroyed him. Let's start with the violence. Even Robert Redford was bullied as a child. In his neighborhood, there was a Hispanic gang, the Pachaks, and he was often beaten up by one of its members. But here's where it gets insane. The bullies prompted him to jump off a roof to prove his manhood. He jumped and almost died from the fall. That near-death experience, it was just the beginning. As a teenager, Redford wasn't the clean-cut boy next door Hollywood sold us. He had problems with the law. He used to steal beer and break into empty properties for all-night drinking parties. He was even a member of his own gang in high school, the Barons. Listen to this direct quote. "We were a street gang. There's no other name for it. The Barons became our camouflage for all kinds of petty theft." But the darkest chapter happened when he was 20 years old, studying art in Florence. Redford suffered something of a nervous breakdown. He stopped eating and began to lose weight rapidly. He obsessively stared into his mirror, studying himself. Then came the night that haunted him forever. Here's what he said about that terrifying night. "I started to laugh, and then I started to cry, and I couldn't stop. It was the weirdest thing. My old self was gone, dead. I was not the same person after that night in Florence." The man who emerged from that breakdown, he was someone else entirely. Fast forward to Hollywood, and the danger followed him. A crazy fan, Nadine Davies, began to stalk Redford in 1967 after seeing him in barefoot in the park. This wasn't just fan mail, this was psychological warfare. While filming a scene from The Sting with Paul Newman, Newman suddenly became terrified and Redford turned around to see the same woman running directly at him. Newman screamed, and security tackled her just feet from Redford. But the stalker was nothing compared to what came next. In the 1970s, while Redford was in Paris, his publicist hired a bodyguard agency. The company informed Redford of a kidnapping plot. They claimed that right-wing Nixonites had been offended by all the president's men and had put Redford on a hit list. Redford thought it was paranoia. He was wrong. Listen to his exact words. We later learned from an independent investigation that it was justified, that those people were real, and their order to get me was real. I read the reports, I saw evidence, and it horrified me. These weren't just youthful mistakes or Hollywood drama. These experiences forged the intensity we saw in every Redford performance. The man who played the mysterious stranger in countless films, he actually was one. The survivor who seemed untouchable on screen had survived real violence, real breakdown, real death threats. In our age of manufactured celebrity scandals, Redford's story reminds us that sometimes the most compelling people are the ones hiding the deepest pain. His golden image wasn't marketing, it was armor. Robert Redford didn't just play complex characters, he was one. Behind every perfect smile was a man who'd stared into the abyss and climbed back out. The legend died, but the secrets, they live forever. If you want more hidden truths about the icons who shaped us, subscribe to HypeScope. We dig deeper than anyone else dares to go.
We knew that despite all the diplomacy and the handshaking and the rhetoric, that to build a really better world, Batroc was hired anonymously to attack the Lemurian star.
It just came from the 7th floor, and there's some people up there pretty disappointed it hasn't arrived yet.